Hey y'all, so I haven't been doing a lot of video postings in the last month or two, and yeah, hate that, but just been busy moving sheep and chasing sheep. They keep getting out and being an extreme frustration. I got a bunch of them over here at our property now on some woven wire, but it's just been annoying. But today we're somewhere 20 something of January, and we are expected to get snow today. So I'm out here breaking ice off the water troughs, and then later today we are planning on having 1 to 3 inches of snow. So that'll be fun for us. Something that we don't get to experience very often. So not sure how or what I'll have to be doing for the animals, but we'll try to take you along today and see how it all goes. This is so strange. It's cold this morning, 25 maybe? I feel like I'm living in the north. Oh, that's not very thick. We're used to getting some ice on water troughs, but it's not actually, I don't think it's supposed to get above freezing today, so I figured I better come out here and bust this off in case it doesn't. Give the sheep something to eat. I got a couple on this side that either have lambs or they're about to lamb, and I'm feeding them some old hay, but then I'm also giving them some alfalfa every day as well. And then all the ones that are still haven't lambed yet are over here. And then I got about 100 of them that are still out on the green grass. Those have lambs. I do kind of feel bad for these sheep having to have them penned up here. This is a 2-acre lot here that they're on, and I'm just feeding them this hay. It's not great quality, but it's not terrible either. But honestly, their body condition is seeming to stay pretty good. So these are just dry ewes. They haven't lambed yet, so their nutrition requirement isn't real high. So I'm not overly worried about them. I'm trying to keep a close eye out on them, and if anything would happen to lamb, I would put them on the other side where I have some alfalfa that I can feed them. And just since I walked past it, I'll go ahead and show you what a terrible splice looks like for woven wire. I had 2 different kinds, both of which I got for free, so I'm not complaining, but kind of looks like junk. So this is the alfalfa that I've been feeding them, just in little square bales. It is expensive. It comes a whole way from Wyoming, but it is really good quality. Extremely green, so that's nice. And they love it. I mean, you can tell they're just here waiting on it. So I think I have 3 in here that haven't lambed yet. This black one, I'm probably going to sell her at some point, but her udder's pretty rough. But she looks like she's about to lamb, so I've just been keeping her over here. And then there's 2 other ones, one with the red head and I think this one over here. They're uddering up, so they'll probably lamb soon. So they're getting some good quality hay too. And give them a little bit extra today since it's supposed to snow. We'll get a snow day, but I guess they do too. That's what I really like. And those lambs just going to town. Y'all missing out. Come on. since the last video, I haven't done a whole lot over here at our property, but mostly I've been doing some skid steer work. I cleaned up back there along the back line to put a fence up, and I think I took a video of that. I'll put that in there. But I drilled some holes out here by the road and set some posts in it, and so I got to concrete some of those in yesterday. I started on this side. I got these posts concreted in, and then a couple days ago, and then yesterday I pulled my first line, put the posts in. Now I got the bucket over here for the skid steer today, and I need to do some cleaning up under the fence here, kind of level it up, clean up a couple trees, and then I'll be ready to pull all the rest of these wires. Hopefully, I don't know, I was gonna say today and tomorrow I'll have it done, but if it's snowing, I'm not sure how much work I'm actually gonna be doing out here. But we're slowly making some progress out here. I'm out here checking on the group that they either have lambs, or I think they're getting close to lambing. We have a what?
Bottle lamb.
A bottle lamb. But I put some salt out here this morning, gonna top off the minerals and put some water out here. This group does not drink much water at all, and with some of the rains we've had, they do have access to little streams and things like that, little puddles. So they haven't been needing too much, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of water in this trough and yeah, give them some good water to drink out of, or drink. What Southern boys just don't understand is how frustrating ice could be in the north. But he's loving it. So I got mineral in here, and they got some fresh water and salt over here. So hopefully they're all prepared for some snow. Probably gonna have some lambs today, I'm guessing. They always seem to enjoy lambing in the worst weather. Actually, did she just have one? Might need to go out there and check on her. I drove over here, but she's walking around. I don't think she just lamb, but I do wonder if this one right here has just really recently lambed. I don't think she had a lamb 2 days ago, so it's a fairly fresh lamb, I think. Looks like she just had a single though, but it is a big old lamb. I don't know when it was born, but hopefully it's doing okay. It's not getting up. I don't really like that. Okay, that's good. That's a good sign. I think I just saw a snow flurry too. Came over here to check on the cows and break the ice in their water trough. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a few flurries coming down. That's crazy. Sam, what's that on your back?
It's snowing. No.
It's dumping right now. I don't think it's dumped this much.
It is ridiculous. This is
Nuts. Doesn't give it justice.
Let me run out there and take a video.
Out here checking on the sheep in the middle of a snowstorm.
No.
See, these drifts are.
I never thought you'd be coming out here to make just in case your sheep didn't get covered.
This is just kind of mind blowing. I don't know what to do. Doors frozen shut. Can't see out of my windshield. I just got some dog food to go up and feed the guard dogs. I'm going to start making some rounds and checking on the animals. Well, Bottle Lamb seems to be enjoying the snow, or maybe not. So I got me a square bale of alfalfa here. Came out to feed these sheep. This is pretty crazy. And it looks like down the end there's two lambs that I don't recognize. I don't know how in the world, if they were born last night, they survived, but this is so crazy. Talked to a neighbor man over at our property this morning, and he said that I think he said 73, he said it snowed like 17 inches, and I think we're around like 4.5 to 5, so it's not the most that's ever snowed around here, but more than I've ever seen, that's for sure. This is wild. So that little lamb right there, the red-headed one, was born, I don't know, 3-4 days ago. But then them two right there, I do not recognize. They are not sure when they were born, but they don't look like they were born last night. But they're not old at all. They look like they're doing well. Spread that alfalfa out there and they can all at least get a little bite of something real good to eat. There's still grass sticking through, obviously, so that'll be fine. The snow will probably be melted in a day or two. Yeah, that makes me glad. Kind of like Alan Westerfield said, it's a proud dad moment. Having twins and doing well, just taking good care of them. I want her to stay around for a long time. So I came out here to check on these cows. Their ice is, or their water trough has a big old layer of ice on it. I'm gonna have to break that and get it off somehow. They look like they're managing okay. Looks like they've been walking around out here and I guess digging through the snow to get something to eat. This just seems so strange still. Put some salt in here and got almost all that cleaned up. It's beautiful though. I got these ice chunks out on there. The water's actually starting to flow. I can't hardly believe that. The temperature is, I didn't even look, but it's probably just a little above freezing now. But that water hose is buried under snow. I guess it's actually kind of insulated because it's probably has grass over top of it. And yeah, it's actually pushing water out. That surprises me, but so I guess now we know what our property looks like covered in snow. They look like they survived well. Need to go cut that bale of hay open. There's some over there trying to eat out of it. Just fired up the generator because that's how we have to get our water. Hopefully it's not completely frozen up. I thought I heard some water in there, so... Oh shoot, I left a valve open over there. Kind of forgot on these colder nights. I've been opening these valves to make sure all the water drains out so it don't freeze in there. And I just forgot to close them. And we got water. Water's actually fairly warm coming straight out of the ground, so I'm guessing it's gonna melt a lot of the ice that's in these troughs. Sheep don't seem like they're needing water too bad. My neighborman Steve came up here this morning and broke the ice off of the troughs for us, which is real nice of him. Come out here to cut this net wrap off, and looks like she just threw a lamb in the snow. Not great. Well, I don't like to move mamas as soon as they've lamb, but I wanted her to get her on this side so she can start eating some good alfalfa. So I got her over here. I walked down here to where I cleaned up an area just to see. Got all kinds of sets of foot tracks going through here. So there'll be a fence that runs down through here all the way to the end of the property, and then this post, there'll be a gate here This post will run up there to those paddocks, and there'll be electric wires here, and then they'll be able to graze down here and come through here, go into the next paddocks. Put feed on the truck for these things this morning and kind of forgot about it until now. I had hopped on the four-wheeler early this morning and hadn't been in my truck until this afternoon. That job's done. Snow is melting rapidly. What you doing, bud? Riding your bike in the snow. Came out here and climbed up on the pivot. Snow is very melted off of this piece. Actually, the whole field is losing its whiteness, but now we just need that water to leave. Give them a little bit better conditions to be in out here, but it almost looks like, I know this morning there was a black lamb, but I thought she had twins. That almost looks like a new one right there. Not great conditions to be lambing in, that's for sure. I hate it, but I had one of my groups, I pulled the ram out so they wouldn't lamb this time of year. The other group I left it in, and then I bought some that had would have had the rams in, so I guess that's what happens. Sure didn't expect this though. About 5 inches of snow. Now I'm back over here at the sheep on our property and just gave these some alfalfa again. That little lamb that I moved over yesterday looks like she's doing good. Or I say she, I don't even know what it is. That's good. Tomorrow's Friday, and if I can, I want to take a couple sheep up to the auction. I'm not sure how high a priority it is, but this black one right here, she lambed, and that's the reason she's down here. And the other day I found her lamb dead up there by that hay bale, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if the cold got to it. She was getting out of the electric wire, and so I brought her over here, and then she lambed, and so that's 2 strikes against her, and she's gonna hit the sale barn. She ain't gonna bring much because she ain't in good condition, but at least she won't be eating any of this expensive alfalfa anymore. So so I have a question. If anyone is from fescue country, does that look like fescue? I don't really know what fescue is down here, but I was watching a Greg Judy video the other day, and he was showing some of his fescue, and that kind of looks like it. It's green in the wintertime, and yeah, I'm just curious if anyone has any thoughts. This is right out by the road. Under this fence, they had put a fire break around the property, and I came down here a couple months ago with the skid steer and tried to start leveling it out, and I did a decent amount of it, but then there's still some piles and stuff. So putting up this fence, I'm just trying to make it as level as possible under the fence, and then out here in the pasture we'll be able to work at that some other time. This is probably all gonna have to get worked up at some point and kind of leveled out, so it is it'll be a work in progress, but I'm at least trying to get the stuff up under the fence and yeah, get that good. And then we want to also be able to mow between the top of the ditch right there and the fence. And so I'll probably have to do some work out there as well at some point. This is the joys of melting snow. There's always a little bit of a low spot right here. And when we dug the water line right here, it kind of was a high spot right here, and so it always trapped water there. So I've been wanting to do this anyway, but I guess it's a good time now that so much melting snow is around. Help it drain out of here a little bit at least. So we are getting power out here. I think I might have said that. And they're gonna come off that pole. They have to put another pole there. And then the electric panel will go right up there. There's a flag. But we were looking around for the septic tank, and so I came over here. We saw a pipe, and so I started digging, and it's right on top of this cactus. I got the corner exposed right here. So now we know where the old septic tank is, which is nice if we ever want to use it, or yeah, at least we know where it's at. So hopefully here in another 2 weeks we'll have power out here. We can quit running the generator to get water. Just made sure the water's good out here. And I also brought a bale of hay out. I haven't hardly, this is let me think, I think about the 4th bale of hay that I fed these cows. And they're starting to show it pretty good. There's 3 in here that have calves on their side, and they're kind of getting pulled down a little bit. I sold 2 calves off here beginning of January, and I think those are the cows that those were on are looking better already, but there's just not a whole lot of anything out here for them to eat. So I just decided to bring this bale over. I'm hoping real bad next year to have my breeding scheduled better to where I don't have calves on the moms this time of year, and hopefully I can get through the whole winter without feeding hay to the cows next year. That's my goal. I wanted to do it this year, but yeah, I've got away with very little hay this year, but not quite 0. Well, thank y'all for coming along in this video. It was fun to get to experience some of the snow, and it's definitely melting in a hurry. But yeah, we had an enjoyable time, even though I'm pretty sure wouldn't be looking forward to living like this all the time. I'm glad for our mild winters. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.